We are live. We are live. Welcome back, creative natives, to Creative Knowledge TV Live, our Monday night Raw show, our Monday Black Men Think Tank, man. It's lovely, lovely, lovely to be in the building. Welcome back, you all. Got my brothers in this bitch with me, and we doing what we gonna do. Build, bringing knowledge to the table, and we're gonna talk about this powerful subject we have at hand, which is love doesn't equal simping. Love does not have to equal simping, brothers. All right? Love does not have to equal simping. So I'm gonna let my brothers introduce themselves, just say what up. I know y'all know who we is by now, but we gonna keep making it known just in case, we got some new people in the building today. We can start with my brother AK. Go ahead, man.
What's the word, man? Appreciate you for having me on the panel as always, and hosting this thing, getting us together, getting these topics together, and really getting perspective. Yeah, it's your boy AK, man. Follow me on Instagram, Super Saiyan AK, my clothing page, BLAK dot apparel and design. I'm gonna let my brother go ahead and introduce himself.
Channel. Thank you, AK. Thank you, Jelahi, for having me on. Um, it's your brother Percy Elijah Dupree Williams representing Cobra Vision Academy. Shout out to the Dom Game Division. Shout out to everybody who may be listening onto the playback or listening to it live. Thank you for supporting us this far. Just before we start, I just would like if everybody just support, my YouTube channel, Cobra Vision Academy. I upload on a daily basis, various topics, not just, the topics that we have here, but, also self-improvement for men in all ways, even some fitness things, some stuff I might, I got a lot of things I'm trying to really organize and figure out as far as like where I'm trying to direct my content to. But if you can go support my YouTube channel, Cobra Vision with a Z Academy, that'll be definitely appreciated. Other than that, thank you for having me on, Jelahi, man. Let's get this bill going, brother.
Man, let's get it cracking, man. Those are powerful intros, man. Again, go subscribe to Just Saying Podcast, and also
Yes,
go
sir.
subscribe to KVA. Man, them brothers are building, and we just putting that work in, family. We putting that work in. So brothers, man, it's been a crazy week in the manosphere, we can say. You know what I'm saying? We love to talk about the Afro or the Black manosphere because
Mm-hmm.
brothers are starting to have a voice. So we're going to continue to use our voice to, not only just expose truth, but actually expose the lies that the media tells us, about what a man should be, what a man should be, and what a man should consider himself as.
Yes,
So
sir.
with that being said, I want to start by saying or asking the first question of the day, family, which is, what is the difference between a man showing vulnerability versus him simping?
Yes, sir.
All right. And if anyone needs me to, we can, go ahead and look up definitions of vulnerability, or we can look up definitions of simping. If anyone wants to recollect of the conglomerate definition, you know what I mean, the entire definition. But I would say, for my take on that point, to answer the first question, I want to start by saying Russell Wilson and, Steph Curry, the D Wades of the world, even your boy Kanye that's, got his situation going on now, Dr.
Fucked
Dre,
up, man. You
things
hate to
like
see
that.
it.
These brothers are not role models, and they are in high positions of power. But as you can see, family, women still get out of line, even if you have money, even if you have, what I'm saying, talent or purpose. So, that's a huge deciding factor in what you choose to deal with. So we have to kind of understand that the world, even we can see how Democrats are passing certain laws. The world is working in the favor of women nowadays, family. It's going in that direction, as you can see. So women's perspectives are starting to become more dominant. And we have to come together as a collective, men, to kind of establish what are we going to allow? What are we going full simp mode, to show that, we want to protect the black queens and things like that? Or are we going to stand up as men and just, show vulnerability? Of course, not be no assholes, give love, but are we still going to stay strong in our frame, in our masculine frame, and allow only what we desire to allow? You know what I mean? Instead of just, having to deal with what we may not deem as the correct mannerisms of a woman. You know what I mean? We don't have to put up with those type of things. So why do women think that it is love for a man to kind of embarrass or degrade himself or his wants for her to kind of feel good? Like, if you notice, men have to like do all type of absurd shit to like show, oh, I'm only for you, I'm not cheating, this and that, while women only get to say it, and we just got to kind of trust their word. Motherfucker will probably show you the phone or give you the password, but I've seen pictures where, men got to put on shirts that says, I'm taken, I'm hers, you know what I'm saying? This and that. As you can see, I kind of want to go to the interview, but I don't want to get any copyright strikes of the interview with Russell Wilson and Sierra. But it just to get to the main point of the interview, basically, he kind of asked Sierra the question of, what do you think my biggest fear is? He asked Sierra this question. As a man, they're on a game show. I guess they're supposed to ask each other questions. And he asks, what do you think my biggest fear is? Husband asking wife. And she said, losing. Like, she was finna say losing. But before she can even say losing, this man jumps up and says, losing you. Or his fear, his greatest fear in life today is losing his wife. You know what I'm saying? Now, he didn't say losing her to death. He didn't say, you know what I'm saying, losing her to any disease, you know what I'm saying, things like that. He just said, if she walk out tomorrow and be like, hey, I just don't want you anymore, this brother life will be turned upside down. What do you guys think about that? Is that him showing vulnerability, or is that going full simp mode? I know I was kind of long-winded, but I wanted to, give a good intro on why we're talking about this, family, because the world is moving towards a feminist viewpoint, and we're letting women tell us what a man is.
That's a huge problem. That's a very huge problem. Like, and we shouldn't do it to them either. We can't tell each other what a real so and so does. We can only go off of our experiences. Like, most men will probably go off of their mother and grandmother, or kind of the female role model in their life or experiences. Same thing for women. Some of them will go off of their dads or their grandfathers or uncles or even big brothers. So we gotta stop saying what the real woman does, what the real man does, because then we set expectations, and we know that expectation leads to disappointment, let down, confusion. So we gotta stop there right there. I think this brother Russell, it's tough, man, because a lot of guys are gonna try to be that Russell dude. They want to be in relationships where they fear losing their woman, or their woman like walking away. And you would hear in a lot of the older R&B, like 2000s R&B, it's music about, oh baby, don't leave. If you leave, this, the whole world to go crashing down. My whole world is all that shit. So we fucked up right there, I think. Yeah, it was nice to listen to. It was good shit to bump. You know what I'm saying? You like the artist, but it's a message in there. Then there was a lot of it too, like Ray J. If I had one wish, if he had one wish in the world, I know this is just a song, but I know if he had one wish in the world, it'd be to get his girl back. Like not giving me the strength to go find me another shorty to get past this shit or nothing. But I'm just using it
Right,
as
right,
an
right.
analogy. But it's as far as the interview go, man, and we don't even have to. I'm not even trying to just speak strictly on that. It's a lot of brothers that will go out of their way and degrade themselves to show how much they love a woman. Then not to mention like this is public. Like he want that look. He want to set that standard, and maybe his intention is different. Like I'm gonna kind of rebrand the love for the woman and shit like that. But I think he's kind of doing it in a simpish way, and it's you don't have to like kiss the ground your lady walk on to show love, and that goes for anybody. You don't have you can cherish it, you can value it, and things like that. But kissing ass and shit like that, man, I don't know. Like and like Jelahi said, she was kind of hoping he was gonna say something like that. Like I see a lot of him not wanting to lose her, and I know she feel the same way, but she ain't.
She
Where's the
don't have
women
to show it
that's
right.
like
Why can't she have been like,
where the women like I want to
yeah?
be like a Sierra or the men like I want a lady like Sierra or you know what I'm saying, kind of what's going on right now. So
But you know
uh
why they not saying that? My bad to even cut you off or get in the way of soul term. But you know
mhm.
why? Because Sierra is just she is the
She's a
regular
regular
Tanya.
woman. She's a regular woman. Look at her
That's what I'm
last relationship.
saying.
She's like everybody special in their own way. I don't want to come off as me degrading no black woman under that. I'm not doing that. I'm saying she's a regular female. Look at the last relationship, like and the type of dude she was with. You know what I'm saying? We know Future is the ultimate, like the dog of all dogs, like dog master. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said he the ultimate Tyrone. Somebody said he the, somebody called his ass the ultimate
The
Tyrone,
old niggas,
dog.
you know the Tyrone didn't get no fuck. Like y'all fucking with Shorty, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna leave or what? But yeah, I'm gonna let Soul go ahead. I don't want to drag it too much. What you think, Soul?
Yeah, man. No, man. I think you're right, man. I think number one, this is where what we're seeing as far as the celebrity relationship goes is a complete trend of scarcity. Like I seen, and I mean, I don't think it goes as far as like celebrities, as far as the A-list guys. But I don't know what channel this is, but I seen an interview with a married couple, and the husband was kind of giving a description on how he met his wife and the process and how they got married and how they met, and they were both being transparent about it, and he went to say that I'm paraphrasing. I don't want to misquote, but what he said was, "Oh, you made me get married," or "You said that I had to marry you to be with you, and
Hell
I
no.
and I had to make a decision right then and there." Now, mind you, they met. They've been dating, I believe, since he was 18. So, and they've been married ever since. I don't know how old they are now. And she was like, "No, I didn't tell you that, or I didn't force you to marry me," and something like that. And that to me, that before the Steph Curry and before the Russell Wilson thing, that at that moment when she said that, that tells me that women know that they cannot force a man to do anything. They know that they can't force us to marry them or force us to have a what would you call it? A, a undeniable loyalty or a unbreakable loyalty to them. I think we are just subconsciously, and we're being led to think that we have to do these things, or we have to, whether or not put our masculinity down to raise them up or sacrifice ourselves. And that when she said, like, "No, I didn't force you to," that tells me that she, in her mind, she really didn't force you to. She didn't. When she says, or when a woman says, or let's just say, if I'm dating a girl, whatever, and she says, "You know what, babe, if you don't want to, you know what I mean, I don't want to be with you if you drink. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not dating me if you do this, right? At that moment,
Right.
and is she forcing me? Is she forcing my hand? No, she's not forcing my hand, because at the end of the day, I have the decision whether to keep drinking and leave, or keep
Hmm.
drinking or she stay. But if I stop drinking, or if I stop doing anything, I'm just giving an example. If I stop doing something and say, oh well, okay, I'm gonna do it because she told me to, or what I mean, and she'll leave if I don't. That to me is simping. Or that to me, that's the act of simping. When Steph Curry knew, and this is Kanye as well, or I'm gonna get on Kanye first. When Kim Kardashian looked him in the eyes and said, "I love you, but I don't support what you're the." I think this is when he really started to get into the whole Jesus and his Christianity belief and stuff like that. And she looked him in the eyes and said, "I don't support you." And this happened probably like 2 years ago. When she looked him in the eyes and said, like, "I don't support you," that to me said all I needed to know about how she felt about him.
Right.
Like how she, like, when your woman looks you in the eyes and gives you an ultimatum on your life. That to me says she has no respect for you as a man. So I'm just, and that's what I'm gonna start it off with. That's what I think. That's what I
I
personally think.
feel that too
That
because
was
look,
amazing.
you okay. We in the manosphere right now. We all fellas. Not and you don't even have to say you personally, but generally, do y'all think that men are just going after the ass and shit before instead of just like, you know what, like I really want to engage in this woman because of who she is. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that there aren't fellas like that, but generally, do y'all kind of agree or disagree that
I'm sorry.
most
Can
that
you
that
give me the
most that
question one
most
more
that
time?
most
I
niggas
lost.
will stay if the shit good. You know what I'm saying? If the sex is good, if the
Well,
head, all of that.
well, I would say, like, I mean, this is
Like
me
like
and
like Steph,
Jelahi and
like
me
like
and
these
you,
people
AK.
we
We
talking
speak on
about,
it.
they like, bro, we got top tier coochie. You know what I'm saying? Of course she can go
Yeah.
half naked and shoot butt ass naked, but it's paint
Right.
all
Right.
over her body. As long as she bringing the bread home, and as long as she still fucking me, or you know what I'm saying, I can get in these interviews and say over
I
out
think
of anything in this.
Jelahi said something last week. Jelahi said something last week. I think I accidentally cut him off, and he said, I said something about value, or I said something about making a high value something, and he was like, well, I don't remember, Jay. I don't want to misquote you, but you was like, well, that doesn't see. But now you're saying that money is like the driver, or money is something like that. Are you saying that money is what makes women attracted to you? And that's when I thought about it. I was like, well, that's true, because as you see, these guys with money, these guys with value, obviously, these people who are, what I'm saying, on as far as hierarchy in society, they're higher than the average person. They still have a scarcity mindset. And now you're starting to see men who move around and they still like you said. The average guy isn't having that
That's
much
that,
sex.
that's how I
The
feel, man.
average
Like I
the average
know
guy isn't having that much sex. The average guy
when
isn't
I'm
having
seeing
that much sex.
these
Not at
these
all.
these motherfuckers kind of
That's
support
facts.
like
So
um
that's
y'all
facts.
remember like the Moneybag Yo and Ari situation. He didn't spend all kinds of bread on this woman. You know what I'm saying? And then there was you got the females like when the dude love you and want you, he gonna apply pressure on. Now they not together no more. So what do they say about that? Like
Hmm.
I know I'm engaged, of course. I'm not looking for nobody, but I'm saying like I see that shit and I'm like, wow, like that's really molding people's opinions of and expectations and even values of who they want in somebody, like just going off of shit like that. And we got to stop doing that.
But see,
Like I
here's
yeah, go
no, my
ahead.
bad. No, here's the thing, and Soul said something very important as well when he said, when a woman kind of gives you an ultimatum, that just already means that she either you just have no mission or she's not subbing to your mission that you have. I think
Mm.
naturally our women just want us to know what we want first, and kinda, and then it's just like she'll kind of be like, okay, well, I want something close to this, or I want this, or I want this for myself. And then if it's kind of close to what you kind of going towards, at least she ready to rock out. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because
Right.
because this is where, like, we have to, like AK just said, we have to stop kind of putting those limitations or expectations on each other, because that's what leads to the point disappointment. So AK, you said when we do see in the media of, we got to stop using media or these famous people relationships as our
Just stop
standard.
that
First
shit
of
because
all,
it's
we
corny.
have to
That mean
stop
that
that
mean
shit.
that people aren't going out enough. That's
Yeah,
that's what I get.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
you're not engaging enough socially to
yeah.
even like share things that say. I mean, people just share bullshit just to share it or whatever. Like it sound good, you know what I mean? But there are people that are literally going off of this shit, and not saying I don't learn anything off the internet or certain posts, but it's different when you're talking about putting
But
yourself in somebody's life
but
and letting
they
somebody
living
into
on it.
yours.
They living on it.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
living
God,
off of it.
people nowadays
Bottom line,
they
and
living
it
off.
becomes like a lifestyle and all of that shit. I
Okay.
think women want
And that's
a
why I
man
speak
that
on the
knows
average
what he
person.
wants.
That's
Yeah, I feel that.
you said what? K? You said what?
No,
Yeah, no,
I
that's
said I
why I always speak on the average person.
period. You got
My
to,
fault,
bro.
my fault. I'm
Like
cutting you off. My fault, my
I'm
fault.
not I don't be trying to see none of this like the Lori Harvey and Michael B shit, bro. Like now so women are celebrating her but still won't go out and experience that shit on their own. You know, they taking her fucking experience and trying
Right,
to mold it with themselves, and then be like, oh, and try to justify unjustify shit that they doing. Like we all do it, but like women are more tied to it most because like Jay said, they have a voice now, and the platforms are bigger to them and more catered to them. So that's why we see this shit, and then all that's advertised is the Steph Currys, the Russells, and shit like that. But I tell you what, Future may have this stigma that he got now. When he do find that woman, everybody's gonna be like, "See, he always had it in him, and you know, he just had to find the right one for him." But even us speaking on the general people, the
yeah,
people that's not in the
that's
spotlight
facts.
and shit all the time, bro. Like if people
All
go
right,
out and
so
get that experience and try other things, they'll know what's right for them. Go ahead.
Hmm.
no, that's fact. So let me ask this. So, okay, when y'all are dealing with a woman, how do you kind of find that difference between vulnerability and full scent mode then? Like, kind of how do you try to display it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. Like, for me, again, I like to cook. So for me, kind of showing or expressing my full love, I'll make a great meal, make sure the house is prepared nicely, things like that. You feel me? And that's my way of showing it, kind of, that I don't have to like make a big ass post that's like, you feel me, or you know what I mean, like how
Just
how
cook
people how
clean for the
people kind
wife,
of,
for the
yeah.
lady, so she can come and relax.
No, like just how kind of like how people kind of want to like say that they have to praise the woman instead of just kind of showing it, bro. And then you can show
Right,
it in your own ways as a man. Like, we gotta get out of letting someone else tell you how to show or express yourself. And this is just a deeper issue with insecurities in others and insecurities in yourself, that you will kind of let someone else tell you how to express your love. You know what I mean? So I think we definitely got to get out of that. But how would y'all say y'all kind of different, uh tell the difference or differentiate with the vulnerability and symptom?
I
um
think
okay.
I will be conscious of simping if it was some shit I was expected to do or asked to do that is known that I won't do. You know what I'm saying? Or I kind of express that I won't do certain things, and then I'm trying to think of something like I'm there again. I'm engaged, so my lady know what I don't like some shit that I absolutely won't do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to use that though. I'm gonna let someone go ahead. Let me think about this a little bit. That's a great question.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think um, first I would say when I consciously now I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been full, Super Saiyan simp mode, and then I've also been, you know what I'm saying, like conscious and aware of giving, of being a giver. You know what I'm saying, and I definitely feel that one, we have to also come to a complete understanding of who we are as individual men. If you are a naturally nice man, and I don't mean that in like, oh, you're a nice guy, you're a nice guy. I don't mean it like that. I mean, if you are naturally a very righteous man and you're a giving man, a loving man, I don't, I don't, which I am. I'm not gonna lie. I have no issue with supplying if I can to my woman that I'm dating. You know what I mean? I personally don't give a fuck what anybody think of me. So if somebody would call me simping because I do XYZ, then that's your opinion. But once it becomes you're doing it out of scarcity, meaning, oh, if I don't do this, she's gonna do that. And if I don't, now you're stepping in a world where you like, and like I can give in a Russell Wilson, but I really don't like using celebrities. I deal with men all the time, like on the ship and just in my daily world. And when I say these guys have such a disconnect with themselves that they don't even know how to approach a woman, not necessarily with the intentions on trying to get with her or trying to date her or anything like that, but even
Just
just
simple
in
greeting
just
and
just
interaction.
simple just simple letting see, like, yo, hey, hey, how's it going, chopping it up, rapping, just rapping a little bit, and
Yep.
understanding that it under and being comfortable in yourself, being like, okay, you know what, hey, this is who I am. I'm not doing this because I'm like infatuated with you. I'm doing this because this is just naturally who I am. If another girl was in front of me, I'd be doing the same thing. This is not anything special as far as like how I'm presenting myself, how I'm treating you, blase, blase. Now, as far as like with the celebrities, or not even just celebrities, but let's just say the average guy. The average guy isn't going out a lot due to social media. He's not going out interacting with women unless it's online. So, and we all know that's fictitious in itself. And then
Right.
when they get in front of women, they don't know how to conduct themselves other than be simps. They don't know how to be masculine or just be themselves in general and not come off as too thirsty or too eager, because in the back of their head, like I said earlier, a lot of men aren't having as much sex as like generations before. So to when a guy meets a woman who is giving him any kind of signals or any kind of interest, whether it be low or high, he now is like, damn, man, this is the first girl that's even talked to me and gave and been receptive and been
Right.
cooperative. So now I can't let this go, because I know that if I let this go, this is what he's telling himself in his head. If I let this go, I'll go on another year drought, another 2 year drought of no pussy, no getting my dick wet.
Damn.
And now it's like, oh
Right.
man, I gotta do, and it's like,
Everything she say
yo,
to
it's
get it,
like,
get in here.
and it took
That's
and like,
facts.
man, it took me a
That's
while to
facts.
break that. It took
That's
me a
facts.
while to break that,
That's
because
facts.
because and once I started to be like, you know what, like, and it hit me, like, like people say, oh, I took the red pill, I took the red pill. Like when it hit me, like, hold up, man, I could get any bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like once that shit hit me, like, oh
Yeah.
whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no endless to this beauty.
Straight
You
up.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think
Yeah.
I think
Straight up.
what's Steve
So
the
let
Dean
me.
Williams, she said, my bad, I ain't going
Nah,
there.
go ahead. Go ahead. If you feel it's
No,
definitely drop a
Steve
quote, go ahead.
Steve Steve the Dean Williams was like, every time you snap, there's another 21-year-old. Every time you snap, there's another 18-year-old coming into this world, and they getting pumped out on a daily. So for you to be like, man, I ain't letting go of this one because this one is so fucking valuable. You know what I mean? You kind of giving a disservice to yourself. So
All right.
that's what I ended up on. That's
No,
deep.
that's
That's deep.
I
powerful.
agree. Yeah, that was hard.
That's actually finna lead to the next question. That was hard. Hey, I want to say much peace to my bro Zach, man. True gaming, man. What's up with you, brother? I
Hey, you got a
appreciate
super
the
chat?
support. Hell no.
Niggas ain't love that super chat,
Hit that, hey, hit that cash app, brothers. Hey, brothers, get in that cash app. You know
He
how
wasn't
niggas
in them
be.
comments.
Right,
Don't
hit
be in them
that.
comments, bitch. I ain't trying to just hear comments. Nigga, y'all ass
Hey,
better do that super chat.
drop that fat, drop that fat,
I
and
swear
turn
to God,
y'all
I was
YouTube
gonna
up.
say, drop.
I shout you out all that shit. But nah,
Oh,
brothers, that's a
gee.
great perspective, man. That's gonna lead to the next point we want to make is basically is being afraid to lose your woman tied to a scarcity mindset. And do women kind of not force but initiate us into living a scarcity, feel life or have a mindset of scarcity. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
men should not be afraid of, anything, like period. Like, we should always be thinking about what can we conquer. And I'm kind of starting to get that mentality now of just like, what can I explore? How far can I take my business or my mindset or my body, or you know what I'm saying, or my
hmm,
spirit, my soul, different aspects of life that you choose, that you want to invigorate. Um, we have to understand that, being afraid to lose something is kind of crushing, like, or disgracing God in a way, because that's saying that God didn't make everything in abundance, or everything isn't fruitful, which it is. You know what I'm saying? You have gazillions and gazillions of sales, just like, niggas have gazillions and gazillions of nuts. You feel me? Shit like that. Like, it's plenty of women, there's plenty of jobs. Men, don't be afraid to, leave those jobs.
So
Some of
I'm
you
gonna play
niggas,
devil's
go ahead.
advocate though. Even let's say, okay, having the fear of losing your woman now. There's somebody you done been with, let's say seven, six plus maybe.
Hmm.
How much time is that? My grandfather always told me the next 5 years from right now or the next 50 years from right now? Or are you going to think of those 50 years and wish you would have did? I'm adding to it now, but like, would you wish you had done more back in that 50 years because you were scared of losing 5 years?
Yeah.
So either no matter how much time, even for most couples that get divorced, like maybe they're in their 40s and they got married in their 20s and get divorced 20 years later. Like I think let's say the 20 to 30 years that are left with that person, you know what I'm saying, could be more valuable than, maybe if they make it, more valuable than the 20 years they spent with somebody else. Like it's tough because people spend a lot of time and work building foundations with somebody else, and then just for them to up and leave, because of a certain situation, you'll be like, fuck, like, cause do these people have a plan B? Do Russell got a plan B if Sierra just like, you know what, fuck it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, or maybe at that level you don't need one, but since we can only speak kind of from just the middle standpoint, like, is it kind of, do our guys supposed to have a plan B already, even with dealing with somebody for a long time? Soul just hopped out. Where'd he go? He back in here.
But
Yeah, my bad, my bad.
No, you good. Yeah, I was just saying, kind of just back to the original quote. Do we? dwell on the past 5, or do we try to work towards the next 50? Like when it just
Right,
come
right.
individually.
But no, like the real scenario is again like is that tied into living in scarcity. Like, okay, you may think that the next 5 may get worse if you take that leap
Mm.
rather
Right.
than, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, like, do y'all think being afraid to lose a woman, being afraid to lose a job, you know what I mean, is that the mindset of scarcity? And how do we, like AK said, kind of how do we correlate that in a relationship that we've been in?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I wanna look up this share this one quote from Buddha is the what does it say? Hold on. It says attachment is the source of all suffering. I'm gonna say it again. Attachment is the source of all suffering. So for me personally, I in my life that I've been attached to things or addicted to things, and I've been, you know what I'm saying, transparent about, you know what I'm saying, my story, my journey, and you know what I'm saying, how I've overcome a lot of adversity as far as attachment. Um,
Right.
I think, I'm not gonna say I think, I know that me being attached or me being overly obsessed over anything, that was the way, and me ultimately being hurt and leading to pain, suffering, I would say, that was the almighty's punishment of showing me to never be attached to anything. I remember when this is one incident where I got my heart literally shattered. You know what I'm saying? Like at least it felt like it. It felt like I was like, you know what I'm saying, like the world was flipped upside down. And I remember
Right.
I swear to you, I heard a voice in my head saying, like, see, this is why you don't love anybody other than me. And I feel like that was the Almighty talking to me. Like, this is why you don't love anybody other than me, or this is why you don't ever put anyone before yourself. And
That's
I
deep.
can,
For real.
and I really believe that with us being so, I think women understand this, and they've figured it out that a man that they can, that's the one thing that they in the art of seduction with Robert Greene, and I think Jelahi wants to talk about more about the superior man, and we can rap about that a little bit more. But in the book The Art of Seduction, he says that when once women understood that that was their superpower, that they can control us through lust and through our desire for sex, that that was the ultimate power that literally destroyed countries, destroyed nations, started wars, started, you know what I mean, just started a whole divide as far as uh the overall mindset of men, and separated us because of our thirst, our lust, not necessarily just for sex but for money, for power. Once they understood that, man, I can control this man, not physically through, because obviously we're obviously more physically dominant than them, but they have something between their legs that we hold so dear that we won't let go of, that they control us like robots. They, you know what I mean, they can, they can literally dictate how we think, dictate how we act. As you can see, Steph Curry, Russell Wilson, Kanye West, it's to the point to where these guys don't even care about their image anymore. These guys don't even care about how people think of them. Not necessarily saying you should, but they don't even care how they're being what do you call it, um I don't want to just say just seen. It's another word I want to use. But they don't even mind exposing themselves, because I feel like a relationship really should be secret. At one point, I thought that was something that was between just two people, and you know what I'm saying. And who knows knows, and who doesn't know doesn't need to know. And now it's to the point to where they've allowed themselves to be literally like ass all the way the fuck open, and just, you know what I'm saying, and no kind of privacy, no kind of any of that, which we all understand that men ultimately set boundaries, and now that is being completely turned around. So
I agree.
I
I
think,
think that's part of that,
yeah,
like punishment of people having that attachment or too much or something. Like if you
yeah,
make you get too much money, maybe, or too much attention to this shit. Like this is what it's gonna cost you, and it be worth it to people though. And that's so
yeah,
that's why they continue to do the things they do. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they gotta go broke, but they know in order to maintain and get more out of the life that they already made is to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or that
yeah,
be a part of your life that they're definitely gonna keep doing. Is
yeah,
attachment the
yeah,
same as
yeah,
addiction though?
100%. It's the same thing. I feel it is. It's, I feel like attachment is more of an emotional thing. Addiction is more like your body tricking your mind into saying
Okay, yeah, I
that you
like that.
need it. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I think
like that, yeah.
attachment, and I'm not gonna lie, I find myself, because men, we build bonds, right? So we build bonds through interaction, through talking, through hanging out, and stuff like that. And that, that ultimately is how we love. That's how we show love, is by, your constant interaction and stuff like that. And then it gets to a point to where, if that gets cut off, then yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah,
Right.
that can have a true effect on a man. It doesn't matter if he's the most masculine man or the
But
most
they
feminine man. It
be in
doesn't
that
matter.
spotlight, bro. This wouldn't, if this was your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? These people that we see this shit about, bro, it wouldn't be a big deal though, do you think? Like, do you
Mm,
think he is still these guys will still be simps if
Exactly.
they were just the
No,
Joe
it'll
Schmo
be
next
it'll
door?
be more it'll be more of simp. That's what I'm
mm,
saying though, kind of like take the D Wade situation for example. If these couples were not rich, like how will we label, bro, just posing naked, bro, with kids in a magazine, like for what? I don't care what type of art you niggas are talking about nowadays. Like like this is what I'm saying. Like same with Aisha Curry. Like females. I was talking to my lady the other day. She want to say that's a art form, and it is. Those type of pictures are called a section of photography. That's cool with me.
100%.
But you're a mother now. Too
It's
late.
just
It's
it's
too
just
late.
certain
I'm
shit,
sorry. It's
man.
too
It's just
late. I'm
certain shit, and
sorry.
you shouldn't like
Because
that's
guess what?
who
Hold,
idea is that?
hold on,
Is
hold
she?
on. Because guess what? Guess what? What if her daughter said, "I'm 4 and I want to do this"?
Yeah, they're not thinking of that.
Man,
They're
But,
not
but then
thinking
we're
like that.
gonna, but then we're gonna say, "Oh no, they would never do. So I would never allow that. That's too
Right.
young. That's too."
But see,
But she's
but
seen
see,
her mother though, so she's gonna be like, "Mom, you like," and then you're gonna say, "Cause I'm grown."
right.
Oh, so now you're already saying I'm inferior. So now this is leading
Yeah,
to a whole nother wound that you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
See how much it trickles
But
down?
see,
See
but
how much
see,
but go
but
ahead
see,
though. Go
but
ahead.
see, but see. This is why, like I said, there's no there. This is why it all comes down to a man dominating the situation. Too many times we see a lot of men, like we said even in the earlier podcast before. We said that, you know what I'm saying, a man ultimately has to impose his will on situations that he's coming across of, which is his family. And too many times we see in the household, we see guys taking that back seat to just like when it comes to the family, like it's from my perspective, it looks like, and I didn't grow up like that. I grew up in a patriarchy household. This is why I think the way I think. This is why I always will bang on these niggas who think matriarchy is the way, and oh, back then in Kemet they used to worship the woman. Nigga, you sound dumb as fuck. You sound stupid as hell. If you really think, that a society that was around for billions and trillions of years was ran off of the praise of like, you niggas sound delusional as fuck. But I digress from that. I didn't, and this is not to ever put down our woman, but to me, it's the order of the goal of the roles is being completely flipped. If my woman right now was like, babe, I want to pose naked for a picture. First of all, I should break up with you for even asking me some shit like that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
I
right.
should, I really
If it
should.
ain't with me, if it ain't with me in it, and then
Yeah,
I wouldn't even do it. But
yeah, right.
depending
Like
on what it is,
it,
But
Why
no,
you send
I'm
video?
not
it,
doing it,
and
Joe.
real quick. This is why I say, fellas, how you start with the relationship is ultimately how the relationship will end. If you come in off the gate and you like, yo, listen, I don't tolerate this, and this, and you make that shit clear, you set them fucking rules, them standards already there. When she steps out of line, she already knows that, oh man, he don't play that game. You know what I'm saying? He don't play that game. You know what I'm saying? Like I got chicks right now who I'm not even dating them, and I told and they already know. Like I have a girl who already say like, yeah, I know not to do no busted challenge if I was with you. You know damn well you're not gonna do no stupid shit like that. You know damn well that, bitch, we are no longer together. We are no longer together. And the only way I'm gonna treat you is I'm gonna treat, you know what I mean? Like, it's straight sex. There's no kind of relationship building going on, because I'm not building with the bitch who doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. And real quick, I'm gonna end on this. I have no problem with our women empowering themselves. I have no problem with that. And I even agreed earlier in my career as far as like being online.
But
I
just why do
agreed
it
a
all
lot.
have to be about being naked and shit all the
But
time,
not,
though? You know what I'm
hold on,
saying?
hold on,
But
hold
yeah,
on,
go
hold on, hold
ahead
on.
though. My bad, my
But
bad.
see, but see, I have no problem with them expressing their feminine behavior and their feminine energy and however they feel they want to. But when people try to balance the two of, oh well, we're goddesses and we're righteous and we're holy and we're pure, and then they try to do all these other Baphomet wicked ass shit, and you try to blend the two. No, 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 no. If if
Right.
if I know damn well right now, if Harriet Tubman rose from the grave, she would never do no busted challenge. If Queen Zinga, if Queen Zinga rose from the grave right now, she would never do none of these silhouette challenges. So if you want me to treat you as if you are her, I will treat you if your actions are aligned. But if
So
you trying to be like
That's
Cardi B,
funny as hell.
I'm gonna treat you like Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat you like that. So I'm gonna end on that.
Right.
I ain't gonna rap too much.
So what you
I ain't
think,
gonna-
K? What you think, AK? Good take, so that shit crazy, bro. His
Yes,
ass said Rosa Parks. But
no,
what you
he
think?
not lying. No, that's because niggas started seeing the Cardi B, just any bitch as the, you know what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying.
The
So
not,
y'all think if Cleopatra and them seen Cardi B, yo, like
they'd
if
be
they
killing
seen
the
Nicki Minaj,
hoes though. You know what I'm
They would
saying?
right,
die. They would cut their heads off. Like they would cut
right,
their
right,
fucking heads off.
right.
They'd
You know
be
why? You
killing
know
their
why?
ass, bro.
You
Like,
know why? Because they was already in shape and thick as hell back then, and
Right.
fully dressed in the
right, you know,
desert.
motherfuckers had to walk everywhere and shit.
In the
You ain't had no
desert,
choice
y'all.
but to
Y'all
do
gotta
that shit.
understand. In the desert, Joe.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't care how
It
hot
don't.
it was. Bitches
Yeah.
was not
Nah.
showing their bellies, you dummies.
Yeah.
Bitches was not
Nah.
showing titties and shit. As much as these movies want to show y'all Egyptians belly rolling and shit, stop it.
Bro, that
They
shit
wasn't
funny
into
as
that
hell.
shit. It
But
wasn't into that
because
shit
it's
started
easier
getting
to do
corrupted.
that. Again, they know that niggas like the bitches on Instagram. They know who's the first niggas coming to say something and like it up. Niggas are because they let that shit runs their world, bro.
Yeah.
For a
And
lot of the niggas, man.
niggas is chasing niggas is, let's be real, man. Men, we you know, I ain't gonna speak on y'all because y'all in situations, but single men, where they're chasing avatars or they're chasing vixens and shit. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack with myself. I don't mind me a solid ass six.
or a solid ass 7. You know what I'm saying? A chick that's pretty to me. You know what I'm saying? She know how to dress. She got
Hey,
personality.
bottom line though.
You feel me? And now, mind you, I do have the capabilities to pull off a you dig. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It depends.
That's
But
it, bro. You find you
but
somebody that don't do shit that you absolutely do not want to fucking do or agree to. You know what I mean? That's simping. Niggas be going against their own morals. Like this OnlyFans shit, bro. Like anybody that's subscribing to that shit, boy, you lame as shit.
they lonely, K. You gotta feel for these
It's
niggas.
sad, bro.
You
Like
know what I'm
that's
saying?
even a thing. And not saying that's for folk, because I would say I think I was it was July I was saying it to before. Like, bro, you start putting some of your shit on there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's originally
Mhm.
for business, but then I think some woman I don't know how I got like that, bro. Like some woman or some dude, they don't I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, no, you gotta feel for these niggas,
Sex
K.
controls society right now like a
Sex
motherfucker.
sells. Sex sells. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You gotta feel for these men, K. They not K. These men ain't in the gym. These regular degular ass Billies and
You can
Deontay's
tell
ain't
a
in a
lot by a
fucking gym.
nigga by the
Right.
legs, bro.
They
You know what
they
I'm
not
saying?
they
Like
not
he ain't
trying to
really.
elevate themselves, bro. They not trying, you know what I'm saying? They not even drinking water. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
motherfuckers ain't trying to do anything to better themselves, but they want the oh yeah, this chick. Man, listen, bro, if you don't sit the fuck down for a little minute, you know what I mean? Take a break off beating your dick for a little while and just, you know what I mean? You feel me? Just chill out, elevate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Elevate yourself for a
Because
little
they
bit. You
be
feel
like
me?
we be attached to shit, man. You want lying about
Yeah.
that?
I
I
ain't gonna
wouldn't. I
cap.
don't care how much money I was bringing in or we was bringing in together. Like if part of that shit mean like putting your fucking body like I'm supposed to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just me. But motherfucker, oh, I got this much money for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She had that hit bro line, and he like, yeah, baby, it's cool. I'm be ready to hit. Coach will put me in right now. You know, do your thing.
Yeah, the fact that Shorty ass even like Shorty got hella bro. She got endless amount of draft picks. You know what I'm saying? And that's why guys always, once like we say, once attachment gets involved and we start worrying like, oh, what is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? And you not elevating yourself, bro. She don't want to know. Would you stay with a chick who don't have value for herself?
No, nobody
Not
will.
at
We
all.
start
Would y'all?
lowering our standards though,
That's what I'm
trying to,
saying.
you know what I
Yeah, would
mean?
y'all stay with a chick who ain't got, you know what I mean, who ain't taking care of herself, and you know what I mean, that turn y'all off, right? I already
That
know.
would that would definitely turn a real man off, and that's definitely how we have to kind of gauge women now. Like, what do y'all think about being kind of equal lovers? Like, do you think anyone should love one another more? You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Mm,
now I'm seeing a lot of, like I said, like as you can see, why do these men, especially, we gonna kind of go back up to like Russell them, Steph them, like
right,
these are men with status that upgraded these women. Like these women are regular. Aisha, come on, bro, she was just a regular cook, and this is
right.
why they call it the switch, the what they call it, the bait and switch tactic, where
Mm,
when you meet her, she's this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, bro, she's everything you would fucking want. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Woo woo, like go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Wipe that up. You know what I'm saying? But now you're married, or these brothers are married, and now guess what? Only way they would be able to leave these situations, these embarrassing situations. Curry definitely. That's why this nigga can't concentrate. I mean, he's still the greatest shooter, so he could hit. He'll walk and split at. He could hit a bucket any day, bro. So he not gonna win a ship again though,
right.
because it's about his wife now. He has
Mm,
to be that boyfriend, but we know deep down he hates this shit.
right,
But it's either this or lose half of his shit, half of his status, ruin his name, all this shit, the shit that he has worked for. We don't hear
right.
about what she, you know what I'm saying?
Real, yeah. We don't hear about
Same,
nothing that
same
she
as
going.
Sierra, like my brother
Mm-hmm.
Soul said on Facebook the other day. We don't hear about no business ventures Sierra is into.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't hear
Hell
shit about.
no. She was
We
dropping
didn't
an
hear
album right
shit
now,
about
like for
Laura.
sales, like like don't nobody really care about this shit, man.
Who is
It.
who is D Wade wife, Gabrielle Union? Yeah, she been in hella movies, but we only know her behind Morris Chestnut and them.
Right.
The status come from D Wade, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same as Will. The status comes from D Wade. I mean, the status comes from Will.
Will
Like the
Smith.
status
Yeah.
always has to come from the man.
Oh, bro,
But this is what I
that's
mean.
ultimate sin because she knows she didn't have to do that shit, bro. Like she made that choice and he was okay with that shit. Like ran script on how the whole conversation. You know, we gonna talk about like she's kind of like she's putting him in the realm where he has to continue to relive that shit, bro. Anytime that she opened her mouth and said something about it, then you get on this shit and you don't even downplay it. Like
Right. She
that
looked
was
she
the
looked
boldest
she
shit I've
looked the
ever
bull
seen in
straight in
my
the
life.
face.
Like she's the most boldest woman I've ever seen.
she looked the bull
Bro, I
straight in
would
the
never tell. I don't care
face.
who the fuck I was. I'm like, I'm not sitting behind no camera with this shit. Like, that's something I will absolutely not do. Like, it's already bad enough that it's out. But the people want to, bro, what? Like, I would have been
Looked that
gone.
man
Because
straight
you
in the
know, she
face.
said that shit.
She looked
But
that
the
man
people
straight in the
want to say,
face and said,
what about what I built?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
What
That's the
what he
crazy shit.
said.
You exactly right. We're one of them niggas too. And
And
this
like
sucks
you just said,
because
Kay, like you just said, Kay, what do we do when a woman start being like, what do I want? We just talked about how
right, how far we gonna
if
go to
she's
keep
not,
that?
that's what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
If she not
Because
coming to
clearly,
our mission, we leaving. But once
because
she's
that means she's not
in
willing
it,
to do whatever we willing to do for our shit, bro.
right.
Right.
Period.
So that's what I'm saying. When she
They would
start being
never.
like, what do I want?
Shit, he tell
What
her
about it? Like,
what I don't know what the fuck you want me to do.
I mean, like, what about it? Like,
But see, that's what I'm saying. These brothers are, like I said, they married, they got that established. So what about this point then? Okay. Because again, so they're married and they have money, so that's a bigger risk of like losing that shit. But what about the men that have to stay in marriages like this every day? Excuse me, marriages like this every day, and because they don't have that established, or they don't have the status in the relationship, or they don't, or even if they do, marriage is hard to get out of, fellas. And some people just stay just cause, you know what I mean, because of
yeah,
the family or things like that. So what about the broke motherfuckers that ain't willing to give up half, you feel me, to put up with this shit, but they have to, because guess what, you in a marriage, you got to let her be free. So if she want to go take pictures, you know what I'm saying, naked, and show her ass, or go to girls night
that's
out
fucked
and
up
and,
too.
and
Like,
do
niggas be
monkey
damn,
double
it's either
backflips.
this or half every time.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That's
If
why
she want, what Coach Adams say, if she want to go to girls' night and get soul pole, by the brothers that they gonna have coming over there with all they other married friends, you know what I'm saying? But
Wow.
I'm just playing. Nah, that's these niggas, these be hurt niggas though. I ain't never like, come on, bitches ain't
it
that
be
fuck.
beat niggas the fuck up. Like it be
Yeah.
motherfuckers up. And I guess when as far as the dynamic when it comes to marriage, I have no answer for that. I really do. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I have no answer for that. Cause how do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like perfect example. How do you know when you rich or when you do have the status? How do you know when a woman is for you and she's for you? You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I mean? How do you figure out, you know what I'm saying, is this true or is this not? But then again, I guess this goes back to where a lot of guys in the manosphere and the dom game division, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these guys, alpha male strategies, they all have said this plenty of times that marriage has nothing to do with love. And we're trying to equate the two, and they're not. And I guess that in these cases with these celebrities, that's proving it constantly. That's constantly
Facts.
proving it. That
Facts.
that marriage is not built on love, it's built on power building. And
Mm.
if you coming in there with no, and like I said, Jelahi has plenty of videos talking about you never want to come into any situation empty-handed, because now you have no you have no power in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You have no power to
Right.
even come with. So
Right.
But facts,
So
yeah,
I was just gonna say, let my
I
brother
agree. Yeah, even just
AK go
going off
ahead
of
and
that,
answer that. AK, yeah, I was just gonna say,
I
AK, go
agree
ahead.
100% all off of power. I disagree that it's built off that it's not built on love. You know, I think it's still the love of the power. There's still that mutual love of something, the passion, and you see that in
right,
somebody, and it matches up with you, and you like, okay, I seen what we can do so far when we work together, or even when there's times we getting it on our own and we can still come together and build off that. Like, bet, why not keep it going? And you know what I'm saying? Especially with the time spent, you like, bro, you don't want to figure that shit out with nobody else no more, because it's a lot of
AK,
people that don't have it like that.
AK. Now I'm gonna ask a very like tough question, kind of.
Yeah.
Do you think building that power with a uh what can I say, a non-black woman will bring like the power maybe faster, what like easier access to the power, like kind of did that influence your decision in any way or no? Just the you know what I'm saying, just the question
No,
like
I hear
kind of.
you. I would say no, because I that's why it comes off to me like people that know me are like, you know, I've been with black women before, younger though, you know, and I always went off of like how that shit went. I don't know. Then I was just doing me for a while, and I attracted what I attract, and vice versa. So I don't think it make it tougher. Like when people think about it, you know, it's almost just because I'm trying not to use the whole common theme and shit. Like, oh, I probably think this, you know, great and shit. Like, I'm not trying to sound like no Uncle
Right,
Tom
no.
motherfucker, but
nah,
Nah, bro,
um,
nah, bro, you know who you talking to, bro.
yeah,
Fuck that.
facts.
Oh, you know, I don't
And
get
yeah,
no
ain't
fuck.
none of that shit.
for the listeners, I feel like, bro, we got to get out of that shit too. It's holding people back from doing from accomplishing more than what they think they can do. Like, and it don't even just go with dating or getting married interracially. Like,
Yeah.
even career wise too, that people let that shit hold them back. Like,
And
would
And
the
I
risk
think
have
that's
been
where
and I
oh
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Jay.
No, I was gonna say I think that's where like me and my lady are now. Like we define our own definition of marriage in a way. Like we kind of established that with each other just because of the simple fact that we we want to each have a foundation or a concrete principle or an establishment to give to each other. You know what I mean? Like
right?
the building, see, building can't just happen with one person, and we all know that. That's the point of love and finding someone that's willing to work on the same house. Because you notice when the contractors come and these construction people come, nigga, they calling the plumber, nigga, they calling the painters, they're calling, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
to have that, if you helping me put the concrete on the floor, it's gonna be kind of a struggle or a fight for power. But if we both already got the floor situated, and then we coming together to just what color this room want to be, and now it's kind of a decision instead of a debate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah,
This is the point of building instead of like going into these relationships or getting in these relationships or getting married with nothing. Like my brother Soul said, I think it's more, we should kind of think of it as business. This is a partner
Right.
because that's your last name. And you got to remember that your last name becomes your nature. Your last name is your nature. But when you give your last name to someone else, that that's going to show what you naturally represent.
And
All right.
let me say
that's what the power of the yes is. Real quick, fellas, you take that time and you do decide to make that move. That means that you've been man enough for the woman to submit to say yes. You know what I mean? Because they know what that shit come with.
yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was to I think one part of the equation I felt like Kay, you didn't touch on yet, but I feel like to me is I come from my mentality, and like I said, I could be wrong wrong on thinking like this, and maybe once I get older, I might evolve into a different way of thinking. We all know, but
Right.
I think what parts you left out was you created you created a life with this woman. So in my mentality, what
Yeah.
I think, my mentality is a woman isn't your wife until you have a child with her. That's my opinion. Now, some people disagree.
I
Some people,
agree.
but let me say
Cause we
this. Let me
said, but
say
we
this.
did talked about that before. That's not your
Yeah,
woman if you ain't
that
got no seed from
until you put a baby in her,
That is not
you're
your
no, that
pussy.
is not that. And I mean this by this. When you made that life with her, you created a marriage to the universe, to the Almighty. You created
Fat.
because you want to know why. You want to know why. Every time, even if God, universe forbid, God forbid that anything happens with. I wish nothing but happiness with you and your wife. But if anything were to happen with y'all and y'all fell out, guess what? Every time you see your daughter, you're gonna see her, and every time she sees her daughter, she's gonna see you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never
Mm-hmm.
there's now
Yeah.
this is why, like I said, it's dangerous as well, because and I feel like you're an honorable man because you understood the real soul tie was when you blended your DNA with her to create a life. And then now you're like, you know what? I got it, and I know I'm not saying like you did it just because of the child. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like I know that was a thought process. Like, yo, okay, if I invested this much in you, shorty, shit,
That's
I
the
might,
biggest
I'm saying?
You're gonna have
investment,
to have
Yeah,
right?
something to show for it, either
Right.
whether so even
yeah,
back to my point, whether we are together or not for the next 5 years, the next 50, this is what we got.
period,
You know what I'm
period.
saying?
There's nothing to talk about.
Damn,
There's
K,
nothing to
that's a
talk
drop.
about.
That's a bomb. That's a mic
For
drop,
real.
K.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about
That's a mic drop,
Bottom,
until it.
K.
bottom
Yeah,
line, bro. So
Hey,
that
but
don't mean,
so
yeah,
that was an amazing point right there, though.
good
yeah.
shit.
We
Cause
can't,
that's
we
a
can't,
huge
we
factor.
cannot let that slide right there,
No,
y'all.
no, we
Mm-hmm.
can't. No,
And
no.
and then so this is why the families are fucked up,
Yeah,
because when you break up but you have multiple children, or this man dies or he's in jail, you know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
seeing
you're seeing
him.
him. You're seeing him. You're seeing, and
And the child is seeing that, you know what I'm saying? The child
yeah,
is y'all energy. So he's
yeah.
already missing his hat. Like,
He
so
is
come on,
good.
y'all.
And
Come
that
on,
and that
y'all.
and listen, this is why we're seeing, and this is why I don't call Russell Wilson a beta male. This is why I don't call him a beta male, even though people do. But this is why I think he's acting like this, because the truth is that woman Sierra chose Future to be her tie. You
Yeah.
can't deny that. You can't deny that even though women like, what I mean, we like sex. I love sex. Women love sex. Once you create a child with a man,
Facts.
you can't take that back. And now, yes, he is imprinted. So now I think Russell Wilson is feeling like, man, I gotta go over fucking board, because even though you can't, nigga, that imprint, that you know what I'm saying? She once she was like, yo, listen, I'm pregnant, but I'm not aborting it. I want to have your child. That ultimately said that, like, she wanted that to be her husband. And now
Facts.
that you know what I'm
Damn.
saying? And when that's why I think he's acting like that, because he's like, I gotta outdo, and I gotta be a man that's like completely unreal, you know what I mean? Or, I'm not saying unreal, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just completely not him. It's completely not him. And that's why I think that you know what I mean, he's acting that way, because the woman that he loves the most didn't choose him first.
Facts.
She didn't choose him
Damn.
first. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Mm.
that's why he act like that. But yeah, Kay, you made fuck marriage, bro. Put that shit don't mean
Yes,
nothing.
that's what I'm telling. Yes, bro.
Fuck
That's a
marriage. That
powerful
don't mean
point.
anything, because paper can just be deleted and destroyed
Yep.
and
All
whatever.
Yep.
all all of that
Yep.
shit because
It's
you
about
still
it's about
yeah.
what y'all is called in marriage. And that's why bro said, damn, one of y'all said a great point that kind of tied into masonry, because that's the real tie. That's why they wear bow ties, because it's that Madonna and child. That's why they do praise the mother and child.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You see that on George Washington, them thing and stuff like that. Is because of when you your last name is on another life, so that's you already, bro. So you could die today, but you're there tomorrow, basically. You know what I'm saying? Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying it like that, but you know what I mean? Because then, okay, now she needs to have a. There you go. Now she needs. You hear me? And now it's over with. So even if I die, guess what? I'm still here.
Yeah,
and that's the point of staying here. Like we gotta start thinking that Earth is heaven, bro. This was the heaven. They got niggas wanting to die nowadays. Niggas don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you know, they don't understand that having that kid here as well, you know, brings just a total, man.
It make you think, bro. Like this is like how I'm starting. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's starting this shit. You know, like
why you think they said God sent His only begotten Son? He didn't go down there. He sent His child to go get some more last names and shit.
Yeah, because it's you always gonna be here as long as, you know what I mean, as long as we reproduce.
That's a powerful point, Joe. Shit, that's just mind blowing right there, bro.
As long as you reproducing.
Yo, peace to crypto, man. Peace to the goddess Key Wellness in the building.
What up?
Shout out Key. Shout out Key.
Yeah, shout out Key, man. Y'all go subscribe.
Y'all, you created that. You created a marriage. You created a marriage that's deeper than rap. That's deeper than any paper. That's deeper than any this 3D world. You know what I'm saying? You created, you know what I mean, a life form with someone, and that ain't going nowhere.
I'm telling you, Joe.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it go.
Bottom line, though. Yeah, G. It just be people, certain situations with people it don't work out and shit though. But you know,
that's why
we let this shit run us too. You know, we act like we can't be, you know, really take into account how important like kids that we bring in are and shit. You know, like I really don't understand. I know no man can be a deadbeat, even if you don't got it. Like the presence is more than anything, man.
Oh my life.
That's why, like, when, you know what I'm saying, when I had this one situation with, you know what I mean, my shorty or whatever, and like, you know what I'm saying, it was, you know, I consciously was ready to be a father, you know what I'm saying, and like she was like fighting me to get a plan B and shit, and I'm like, whoa, bitch, you know what I'm saying, like, hold the fuck up, you know what I'm saying, and like that shit kind of fucked me up, because like in my head I'm thinking like, now she was saying like, you know what I'm saying, oh well, no, it's not, I don't want to have your kid and shit, and I'm like, then why the fuck is there a hiccup? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is there a fucking hiccup? Like, you know what I mean? And that shit kind of turned me off. Now I'm like, oh damn, like, are you telling, because how I seen it, and like I said, I could have been seeing it wrong, but like, are you saying that like you don't trust me to take care of y'all? You know what I'm saying? Or is that like what you telling me, like, oh damn, you don't trust my leadership? You feel what I'm saying? That's when I was like, oh shit, then, you know what I'm saying? That's why when chicks tell me like, oh yeah, I don't want kids, I'll be like, oh, okay, y'all, yeah, no, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a wrap.
For
like,
real.
That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, you know what I mean? I'm trying to have me a few of them Jones. So if you ain't even trying to do that, you know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, man. Y'all, that's a real good point, man. For real, that's real powerful shit. That don't mean no brothers, you know, can't. You always have to go by, you know, do what the legal way, go by the law. They say they got like common law marriage and shit. I guess it's called, like, after you've been together like 10 years or something.
I think it's like 6 or 7
Nah,
years.
it's like 7 years on my life.
But you had to have been like at that same address or something.
Oh, but nah, man, that was definitely powerful, man. I'm just mind blown now. So you know, I hope the people got it in, man. The brothers got it in, man. You guys got any more questions on this topic, or can we, you know what I'm saying, close this book? You hear me? And we gonna start working on next week's shit.
What's the next one then, Brody?
Shit, let me check the itinerary.
The
Shit.
schedule, you know what I'm saying? What's the
Let
schedule
me
looking
check
like?
the itinerary, bro. Hold on. I wanna do this one, but y'all think we ready for what let me see, what did I call it? Let me get the
I
exact
wanna, I
name.
wanna, I wanna tell all the people, man. I'm about to drop a new video coming out. The title is gonna be "Finish the Goal," and this is it's
Yeah,
gonna be basing on a lot of things, but specifically on are we finishing what we start, or are we just starting a lot of things? Are we starting
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things but not
Mm-hmm.
finishing anything? So we got,
Right.
a lot of times, I don't want to rap too much, but we got a lot of times where a man to say, well, I'm gonna start going to the gym, and you go for a week and then you don't go for 6 months. Or
Right.
do you start, do you start a YouTube channel and then you fall off the face of the earth for, a year, whatever.
yeah.
Right.
I want
What
y'all
do you,
to tune into that for sure.
that's gonna be powerful,
That's
bro.
hot.
I like that type shit. So the next one, y'all think y'all want to talk on this? What is the non-sexual value of a woman?
Okay, we could talk about
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah, I would love that. I would
That's
love
gonna
that.
be powerful. So Key asked a quick question. If you brothers want to dive in on this,
What up?
what does simping equal? Like, what is simping? Hmm.
What is
You
it?
lost if you simping. I mean, you ain't focused if you simping. Like
Mm,
you got to
Hmm.
understand what's for you, how much you willing to tolerate, or how far
Hmm.
you willing to go for what you think love is with somebody that maybe you do know for a long. I don't know if that
yeah.
helps.
I can explain it like this, Key. Would you want a man, I guess I'll give you an example. Would you want a man to willingly love on you, or would you want him to be fearful and give it to you anyway? That to me is the difference between simping and loving. Do you want a man that's like, you know what? I wanna treat my woman right because I want to treat her right and I love her? Or do you want a man that's like, he's so scared to lose you, so he's doing it, but he really don't want to do it? He really don't want to watch TV with you. He really don't want to go uh gardening with you. He really don't want to do yoga and meditate with you, but he's scared that he gonna lose you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is that to me, that is simping, when it's like a man is like, you know what, I'm scared to lose Key, so I'm gonna eat her food even if I don't like it. Not saying like she can't cook or anything. I don't mean, you know what I mean? I ain't meaning that. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's to me, that's simping. That's the that what I would say the example of simping would be.
What you got right there for that? What do that say?
So that's basically the Webster's definition of a simp. Can y'all see that?
I was trying to look at it.
I know I can't. I'm trying. That's why I was trying to figure out how to zoom it in. But
I
basically, again, it just says, like Soul said, who perform, a person, usually a male, who performs excessive sympathy and attention towards another person, usually a female, sometimes in pursuit of a sexual relationship. Man,
That's what I
definitions be
see. Niggas be
hilarious.
letting that coochie control them, bro.
So basically, again, pursuing sex, y'all, and we all know that's of the lower chakra. We all know that's
Mm,
one of the hardest spirits to conquer. That's one of the most,
strong.
what do I want to say? Adverse chakras to kind of like ground, bro. Like for real, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have to really do the work to ground those chakras. So
Yeah, that's
to
strong.
kind of get away from that addiction,
Yeah.
because yes, sex does add, but it also can subtract, in certain ways.
If out of control, hell yeah. Sex,
Mm-hmm.
that sexual energy make you want to go to the gym. That sexual energy make you want to do music and want to do things. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Do anything really. So without it, or if you depleting yourself of it constantly, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely nice. I'd rather get on this iPhone on GarageBand and make some
Like
shit than
ego say she be simping.
yeah, I do that.
You can't
Get
be no simp.
oh
Can't get
women
who?
simp. I didn't know about that.
Do
Do
women
Women
simp?
simp,
nah,
Yeah,
nah,
please.
women, yeah,
nah.
women
I don't
can't
think they
simp.
women can't simp. They can't.
Yeah,
They
they
can't.
can't simp cause y'all, you would never like overly go out and like be spending bread and
Cause
shit,
they
do
naturally
shit like that.
submissive. They
Facts,
naturally
facts,
submissive.
Right,
facts. It wouldn't.
simping would mean okay, you got $40 in the bank. This nigga say he say he really want to crack, but it costs the Uber 20. You pay for the Uber and you pay for the Uber.
She
I
gonna
feel
do it
like that'd
anyway
be
because
lit.
she want
Oh
the
yeah,
dick.
no, bitch,
If
yeah,
you
bitch
got
to
your
do that.
last
That's
40
not
for like the
simping.
next, let's say it's Monday,
That's
on
not.
Friday you get
Hey,
paid.
hey, stop it. That's not simping. Shorty
Bruh.
just wants to do your post. We can get that shit back. Oh, I love it.
Oh, bro, good dick can make a girl do anything.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good dick can make a chick do anything.
Oh, I love it. That's great. She said, women definitely do simp.
Man,
Yeah. Hell no.
Do, I,
Yeah, that's true
do
though.
chicks
So,
be like short, like bitch, you a simp? You know what I'm saying?
so hold on. Can
they
we
do
think of
though.
an example? Can
They
we think
do.
of? Oh yeah, when bitches be like, "You a bird brain bitch," like you buying that, you
Oh
spending
wow,
enough
you pick
behind that.
me
Or they
bitches.
be
That's what they
You
be
feel me?
saying,
Right,
bro.
right. Like you do
yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you do everything a nigga tell you, bitch. Like woo.
Or
You
these
know what
hating ass
I'm
Right,
hating
like
ass
like
single
that nigga should
chicks.
be able to live in your crib rent free and shit. You know,
Yeah.
saying?
These single ass hating chicks, they be single as hell. Like, oh, why you cook for him? Why you do that
Right,
for him? You
right.
know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, you don't want to see her happy? Like, what the
Oh my lord.
fuck? Yeah,
That's funny, man. Y'all crazy. That
keep
shit
it.
that's a
is.
good ass like late
Yeah,
laughing good like
hey,
you know
look,
what I'm saying.
y'all need to go in on that. I need a ladies talk or do women swim. That's hilarious.
Lady,
That'll,
stop simping, please.
yeah, that'll start a whole revolution on my life. Y'all ass wouldn't even know.
Bro, the
He
city
said a
girls
whole
wouldn't be there. No
revolution.
matter, it's more their ass anyway.
Yeah, no,
He said a whole revolution.
man, for real though, brothers. That
Yeah,
shit powerful. Mojo, y'all already know we be building some shit, but
yeah.
man, I fuck with niggas.
That
That
shit.
shit
But
going.
man, like for real. AK, what you got coming up, bro? You finna drop that tape? I seen you said you finna drop an album on
I'm
folks.
finna drop a tape, bro, like a motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Like,
Hey,
you
watch,
hear
but
me?
I'm not gonna put no date on it. Then you know what I'm saying? Rush it.
Man, you one of them niggas steady
I'm
pushing
finna.
the date back and shit, Joe. Don't
I
say
ain't
that
giving
shit.
no date. Just
Can't
know
give
it's in the
shit.
air.
I dropped the song today, man. Y'all go check that out at the end of my video, man. I do that shit right after I do a video. That shit is nothing. It flows like water to me and my brothers. Y'all know that, right?
For sure, for sure.
Real shit.
It should be
Man,
cold.
should be cold,
Yeah, I
man.
might
Like,
get the YouTube going back though or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
we just need to get our face out there, bro. You already
Y'all got me wanting to get back on
my,
YouTube.
my brother's soul be going up. You see these videos going up, bro. I don't get no fuck no more. I do this shit. I do this shit
Bro.
just cause I be motivated. Nigga, I write these myself. You know what I'm saying? I put this shit together. And can't nobody do it like how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Cause motherfuckers
Shit.
got this shit just be off the head, really. It really just be
That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfucker gonna feel this shit either
Cold
way,
A
bro.
just be dropping this shit. Yeah.
Motherfucker gonna feel it either way, bro. You can't fight the truth. So in the time of the truth, whenever niggas gonna need a message to get them going, it's gonna like, damn, Joe, life is You know, I told you, like,
Mm-hmm.
lose your, nigga, you know, when you finna run out of breath, nigga, you feel like you don't give a fuck about your car, nigga. You don't give a fuck about, boy, stop. Like, you gotta stop. Like, come on, bro. Like, but again, I'm just gonna start putting it in front of people more because, like I said, y'all see the woke wave die down, right? Y'all see it
The who
die
wave?
down.
The
The
who
woke
wave?
wave die down, right?
What died?
Y'all
What?
see, oh, soul ain't about Black Queen no more.
You
Y'all
funny.
see niggas the colors no more. You know, you don't see niggas talking about I want to wake you up no more. Like, hey, I knew it. Hey, because I knew that wasn't
I'm
niggas.
dead.
Niggas not really trying to use what they learn, bro. Like niggas, cause to use what you learn is to really create for yourself, bro. So, you know, niggas not finna want to get to that no more. But
Bro, it's
I
over with. Yeah, that's why.
keep putting that shit in front of people, though.
Bro,
So
and
for
that shit, it don't do shit, bro. Like it doesn't do anything. It's
nobody
not
talking about
productive
going
at
back to Africa.
all.
You said what? Nobody talking about what?
Nobody talking about going back to Africa no more. Shit.
Why you say that? You don't think
I
that?
mean, I'm talking about publicly. Just 2 years
Like
ago, we
dashikis ain't the wave and shit no more.
now,
Like
right?
ain't
Like,
nobody
come on
wearing
now, just
that.
2 years ago, so stop. You couldn't see a nigga that didn't like post Malcolm every day and shit.
No,
You
I
know
think
what
I think it, bro. I think that shit buzzing like a
I'm
motherfucker though. I think that
saying?
shit still buzzing like a motherfucker. It's
Yeah,
just,
for
you know
the
what I'm
people
saying?
that's busting with it, but
Well,
not
yeah,
for
that
the
surround
come on,
yourself
so
around
like
that
stop
shit.
it,
Like,
yo. You know who is busting for, yeah, like for the niggas that's really in it, but bro, come on now. We can't, I mean, I guess we maybe cleared out our Facebook too in a matter
Yeah,
of 3
nah,
years.
yeah. I said, you
So,
know, I blocked a few of these.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe niggas is still like the slaves, and, you know what I'm saying? We were
Cause
slaves,
that's,
and, you know what I'm saying?
but see, that's because that's where
damn, but
all of
like
the
what's in
youngsters
there
got it
though?
live
What's
though.
it what come with this shit, bro? Like
It
it don't
wasn't no
it
action
don't
though. Like that was the problem. Like,
that's what I
listen,
was
like
saying. Like
niggas
look,
could
cause like
say
first look, 2 years ago, you know, niggas was all T.I. on the streets, T.I. is. Now
right.
he like, you know,
I
not saying he
call
was ever a
a
leader for
laughing
niggas, but now
stock.
he got some shit, he doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Laughing stock. Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of posts and a whole bunch of cause like bro, like I said, these niggas I remember I had a big ass argument once I first joined the military. I had a big ass argument with this nigga who called me a coon because I cut my locks and whoopty whoop. And like I said, I don't give a fuck what niggas think, period. But motherfuckers was like, oh, bro, you a coon. You joined the white man military and all this shit. And I'm like, pussy, first of all, if there was an African army, you don't think I would have joined, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, or if there wasn't, if they came to recruit, nigga, you think I wouldn't have signed the fuck up? Nigga, but I bet your bitch ass won't sign the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was
No,
going
hold
off.
on. Hold
I'm like,
on.
bro,
Really should tell a nigga, are you gonna build an African army, nigga? Are you
right,
gonna be the
right,
African army, nigga? You gonna
right.
stand in the front line for a fucking, you know what I'm saying, for a flag or something? Like,
Hell no, they not.
For the
Niggas ain't finna
block
step
shit,
in.
hell no. Like niggas would never, bro. Don't even want to get
Niggas,
up with shit like that.
niggas wouldn't
dog,
even get up. Hell no, niggas
That's
ain't even
why, but
step
it's
in.
not gonna be like that until the next, you know, televised
Bro,
police murder or you know shit like
bro.
that.
If a nigga ain't got his Floyd yet, bro, I don't want to talk. I don't want to rap. I don't want to rap. I don't even want to rap, nigga, because you're not even protecting yourself, but you want me to believe you're
At
protected.
all.
on them right now, like if I run down on them, like and a nigga came up, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right. If we like we ain't talking that woke shit, what's up? You know.
up in public and be like, I got it on, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no, these niggas will be tucking their nuts. I don't even want to hear none of that shit.
Yeah,
even
that's
even
man.
in even in like Atlanta and shit, like even when bro died over the summer last year, I thought they was like, do anybody see anything about them kind of groups and shit anymore?
What kind of groups? Oh,
It
you
was
talking
some
about that?
kind of like
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
I think it was
Like
Atlanta.
Yeah, no, it was
Like that like
Georgia.
that Black
It was
Panther
Georgia
looking
somewhere.
I know what you talking about. Yeah, they still be doing their thing. I follow a few of them niggas. They still be
Yeah.
doing that shit. But nah, they be saying all this to say like For real, man. Wake up, live life every day on your terms,
Right.
and really just go hard at it. Like go hard at whatever you're doing. And like my brother Soul finna drop, finish it. And you it may not finish it today, but make sure you keep going until you finish that shit. See what the
Mhm.
result will be. Like we gotta start kind of seeing what the result will be. And that's what kind of just again keep me going sometimes. I'll be like, bro, like, why can't I? I was telling you the other day, K, remember I told you, like, bro, why can't we?
At
Why
all,
can't
like for real.
like, you know what I'm saying? I practice this shit. I really work on myself. Why can't I be a mindset mentor? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? So like, you know what I'm
No
saying?
reason
So just
at all.
go after whatever, bro. AK, get back on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I already told you we got some shit coming up, boy. We working though, y'all. We working behind the scenes. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Private victories precede public victories. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
you know how that go.
Word
AK, I told
bond.
you, I'm finna do it big once this weather break. You know how niggas, you know how niggas be. I'm finna do it big once I get this stimulus and shit.
Y'all, is there another stimulus coming?
Nah, I'm fucking around. I'm saying, you know how niggas be like, I'm finna do it big once.
Cause
Nah, bro, that shit now.
I need that.
It's finna go up. Yeah.
I'm finna get that
I
20K.
love doing this music shit. This is crazy. Yeah.
I know, Joe. That's what I said. Drop, Joe. Like, drop.
It's
Y'all see,
it's fun, man.
see this shit. I already told y'all on one of my songs, niggas be having to write for years and years. Me and bro dropped about 2 tapes, 7
Because of
singles.
how easy accessible. I had it on. I was wondering why I didn't do it like before.
Look, hold on. No videos. Look. Oh, boys, we got a whole bunch of tracks. You hear me? Clips, though.
Clips.
Clips, though.
Yeah, nah, bro. Like you said, bro, it's always about finishing. That shit. Always about getting that shit really going and evolving and not, you know what I mean, and not caring about what other people think. Like, you know what I mean, like my
The end result though, bro, it just be like what's on the other side. Like figure it out. Like find out.
yeah.
Just do the work.
Cause
Yeah.
you know what I mean, we are who we are, bro. Like you know what I mean, like my brother Jelahi said when we speaking on, you know what I'm saying, my brother K, bro, man. If y'all niggas feel some kind of way about who bro, you know what I mean, procreated with, fuck you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, bro, you not a man, you not a black man because you do X,
Right,
Y, Z.
right,
Like, bro, man, fuck out of here, bro. We ain't come here for that type shit. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Cause y'all motherfuckers praising on a land that y'all niggas ain't even seen yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you feel me? Like y'all niggas, but y'all treat your own hood like shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Right,
treat your own hood like shit. But you know what I mean?
right.
You in my face telling me that nigga you'll go to fucking Africa and turn vegan and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out my face.
Hey,
Stop the cap,
hey,
bro. Stop
like,
the cap. Like,
hey,
stop the
hey.
cap, bro. Stop the cap.
Yeah, you will build a car in Africa, but niggas don't even change a tire here and shit. Like,
Change their own oil and shit.
niggas be
Like,
like, bro, you
stop.
know all the investments and shit, and I'll be like, dude. But for real, man, I love y'all niggas, man. I'm finna go get up out of here. I gotta get to this gym, man. But I knock out
Hell yeah.
my life, man. Y'all
Straight
brothers
up.
stay strong, Joe. This was powerful. Shit. What else a nigga got coming at? So
Bro,
you dropping
let's
the
keep
mom?
sharing this shit. Let's just keep sharing, like keep sharing it, keep sharing it, keep sharing it. I know we do. We share each other stuff all the time, but
I
like,
know, and I'll be sometimes
I was thinking the same thing, man. Like,
people be
do
like,
you be
damn,
having the DM motherfuckers like, yo, like share this fuck?
hell, I ain't doing none of that shit. I just put that shit in front of motherfuckers' face, bro. Like I said, that's all you can do, bro. It's a million motherfuckers in this world. This shit getting in front of somebody's face. Trust me, somebody gonna
Yeah,
look. Oh, what this nigga talking about?
right?
There you go. Then they may come in when you dropping a bomb. Like I
Mm,
said, the talks may not always be super this super that, but you just know me and my brothers, we dropping gems and we go, you know what I'm saying, do what we do. You feel me? Like This is what we do. We build it either way. Y'all gotta think. This shit ain't no podcast. This ain't none of that, bro. This builds. These
Right.
are all practical things that you can do tomorrow. Tomorrow you can think about yourself, nigga. Tomorrow you
Stop
focus on
simping
your dream.
tomorrow. Stop simping right now. Shit.
Like, right. Fuck tomorrow. Right, bro. Like
Mm.
tomorrow ain't
Shit
promised
right
to
now.
nobody. You can die now. Like for real. Like
Bro.
shit. You know what I'm
Hell yeah,
saying?
man. I'm about to bounce up out of here, brothers, man. It's great talking to y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Much peace,
Likewise.
brother.
Much love, y'all.
Sir.